Hey, everybody. Good afternoon, and happy Friday. It is my hope and my prayer that all of you are well, prospering. I hope that your week was incredible. I have been moving and shaking from church stuff Sunday directly into vacation Bible school all week at our church, which we live about an hour away from where we go to church. So that was an event. Um, so I had some speaking engagement this week and just a myriad of things happening, coaching calls and all the stuff. So I'm really glad to have time today to sit and talk about to venture into our normal Friday lunch and learn. Now, sometimes we have moments where we can do this on other days throughout the week. And then sometimes it's like, y'all, Friday is all I got. Friday is all I got. And you all know that I am good for hitting a replay, because maybe you didn't get to see it earlier in the day. And so now that you're tuning in and you're settled for the night, or you have a few minutes after the kids are off doing whatever it is they need to do for you to catch up on the information or content that we're putting out. And so no matter how you made it here or what time of day you are watching this live, I'm just glad that you're here. It is Friday for us right now, but if you watch this on Saturday and Sunday, trust and believe the information is still just as good, potent, valuable, and all of that jazz. I am doing all the things today. I'm going to take a second and attempt to tag some of the women in our Facebook group. Y'all know Facebook now lets us at everyone. And so I have done everything I can to not abuse that feature, because I already know that you guys have joined 5,000 Facebook groups before the pandemic, and or during the pandemic, we are like, I did not realize I was overloaded like I was. And my mission here in this community is, as always, to give you all less to do and less overstimulation than more. And so I am glad that you guys are here today. Hello, ladies. How's your week going so far? If you are new here to this space or you're catching me for the first time live, I'm Christina Garrett. I am your productivity coach. And on multiple days throughout the week, I will consistently be that voice in the back of your mind, reminding you to breathe deep, revamp, press reset when you need to, press pause when you have to, implement Sabbath days, buy more plants, drink more coffee, be the most fervent and ambitious version of yourself to the glory of God and to the love and nurturing of our families, to help us show up and slay and just give all of the awesomeness to those in our community. Okay, we need you. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Lakita. Welcome. If I didn't say your name right, you let me know, because I like to make sure that I know you guys well. Okay, thank y'all so much for being here. If you have Tracy said, I'm on coffee overload. Hey guys, me and Tracy, we had a session this morning and we were both drinking coffee and just like, we are each other's soul sisters. Hi, Lude. How are you? It's just good to see you guys today. Thank y'all for coming to hang out with me. I have about 18 minutes until I have a coffee chat with a new LinkedIn friend. So I'm going to do everything I can to get this information out of my heart, out of my spirit, and into you all's minds and spirits beforehand. Okay. Janisha said, I saw a sign that made me think of you. It was probably green and blowing in the wind if it was thinking of me. But I'm glad that everyone is well today. And I hope that you're prospering as your soul prospers. Okay. So today we're talking about, for a few minutes, the tangibles versus the intangibles. Okay. And what in the world does any of this mean? I am in a learning from my coach, right? I'm learning from a coach as well. And learning from her was a lot about coaching through intangibles versus intangibles, the things touch versus the things that you cannot touch. Okay. In the midst of processing all of this, and I think it was with my morning coaching call this morning, having these thoughts and these connotations of what I can feel versus what I can't feel. I facilitated a wellness session this week, and I was just so honored to be able to do it. A wellness session this week for the Women of Color Coaches Network. Okay. Who knew this even existed? I didn't, but met a fantastic new lady friend who happens to be a sports agent, and she was like, "Listen, in women's athletics, self-care and clarity and all this stuff is really, really needed. Like, not just really needed, really, really needed." Okay. And I said, "Wow, like I had no idea." Sometimes you don't even think about it because you feel like you see someone else in a different situation. They are so much different than who I am. One of the signs of emotional overwhelm and exhaustion is you feeling like you're the only person that's going through a specific feeling. You're the only person that is navigating a certain challenge. It's just you. It's just you. Like, I'm the only person who's trying to organize this aspect of my children. I'm the only person that's trying to decipher who I am in my 30s and 40s. I'm the only person who's still trying to discover my purpose in this place in my life. It's just me. And somehow along the road, along this way, we have forgotten that we're all the same. Like, we're all going through this very human condition. We're all exploring and learning and navigating our life journey just at different periods. Or we had different life experiences that cause us to be this person at this point in our life. But the human experience, we're all still navigating. Like, it's called self-care and wellness and being more self-aware for a reason, because we're all dealing with a lot of the same things. We're all dealing with a lot of the same things, same challenges, same perspectives, same love, same desires. Like, we all want the same thing. We may all want to make more money, love our families better, slow down on purpose, have a healthier marriage, all of this stuff. We all want this. This is not anything that any of us say, you know what, no, thank you, I don't want a healthier marriage. Even if your marriage is doing good, you may still want a healthier one. So there are these places where we have aligned ourselves to feel like we're by ourselves, but that's not the case. Okay. So as I'm working through this and I'm talking to them, and one of the ladies, she was like, I have been traveling in the US and even outside of the US for the past month. I've only been home to my family for 2 days. You know, somebody else said, I'm a coach, I work for some certain university, said, but my kids run circles around me, right? She's like, I'm still struggling with those boundaries. And we initially might think to ourselves, she's a wife, she's a mom, and she tells these grown women what to do. Surely she has her house, or she has all these things together. We're all the same. In all of these avenues, we're all the same. Like, we all have these challenges that we're working our way through, these highs, these lows, these life experiences that we're trying to navigate. Okay. So where am I going with this? Today, we want to focus in on pursuing goals that I can touch versus the ones that I cannot touch. Pursuing the goals that I can touch versus the ones that I can't touch. Okay. So during my coaching session this morning, we were talking through working on our goals, having certain objectives that we want to reach throughout the year. Hey, Lude. Having certain things that we want to see a finish line with. And sometimes we are working on stuff that is not visible, it's not touchable, but it's still progress. I can't actually see it. I can't actually touch, like, it's a goal that I'm trying to make it towards. I can't really like touch it for real, but I know that I am changing and evolving as a person to work into this new definition of who I am. And so what we were talking about this morning was sometimes we can spend our time on goals that we can touch. Okay. For example, I'm gonna pull, y'all know I like to just grab whatever's on my desk. I have 12 minutes. Okay, so this water is tangible. It's filled up to here. I need to drink all this down and then fill it up again and drink that too. Okay, let's get that together. So this water that I'm working my way through today, hi Stacy, is tangible. I can see it. I can shake it. Y'all can see it. Everybody can see it, right? It's tangible. Once it goes down into my body and it starts to nourish my soul and my cells and work on whatever water does to your muscles and your tissues and your organs and your digestive system and all this amazing stuff that evidently they're claiming water does. Okay. Once it goes in here, can I see that? Can I see, once this goes into my body, can I see it anymore? No, I can't see it anymore. So it has gone from tangible, what I can see, what I can feel, what I know I'm putting in, inside to something that's intangible. The drinking it is great, but once it's inside and percolating and doing everything it needs to do in my system, that's even better. Right? Can we admit that? Like, me knowing I'm sipping this is wonderful. It's good for my conscience. It makes me feel good about myself that I'm working on this goal, right? It makes me feel good about that. But once I put it inside, it's no longer visible. I can't see it anymore. But it's doing even more work invisible than it is if it was visible to me. Okay, let's step in this a level further. And if it's okay with my client, I'm going to use the problem that all of us have in our houses, which is laundry. Okay, so we were talking today about how sometimes it feels like there's always this thing to do. There's always a thing to do. Like, I know for a fact all of us feel exactly like this. If you have a family, if you are nurturing kids and you trying to be a decent parent and grow your goals and do all the things that we're doing here in this space, there's always something else to do. There's always something else to do. So we were talking this morning about, okay, I'm pausing everything. I'm going to work on this laundry because laundry is something I can see. So badly we can see it. We can't unsee it. We can't unsee it. We can see the laundry, okay? It makes us feel good to have it done. I checked this off my list. I finished it. I feel great about, that I accomplished this right here. As opposed to an intangible, which is I have delegated this chore to my elementary age, middle school age, high school age children for them to do this themselves. Even if I were to do the actual washing of the laundry, you guys can empty these baskets out and sort them according to colors. Is that not something that we can pull away from micromanaging? Okay. Oh, snap. Y'all can operate the phone. That means you can operate the washing machine. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, wow. You guys can turn on YouTube and find your favorite videos. That means you can operate the vacuum cleaner. Like, there are these things that are tangible. Like, we will feel good if we checked it off the list, but it's intangible to feel more rested. We can feel rest, but can you feel rest? Can we actually physically feel resting? Hey, ladies, we can actually feel that. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes we will settle for what we can see. Okay, I got the laundry done versus what we cannot see, which is, oh, wow, I feel more peaceful. I have more time. Like, we can't actually see time. I can't actually see focus or clarity or any of these things. We can't actually see it. But, oh my gosh, doesn't it make the difference when you feel it? When you delegate and you don't have to come back and micromanage. Hey, gorgeous. When we don't have to come back and micromanage over these things, it makes all the difference in the world. It makes all the difference. So sometimes we settle for what we can see. Oh, wow, I cleaned up my kitchen and I can see the difference. And I'm so glad I did that. And I can see, it makes me feel good that I did that. But me working on my personal and professional development, me as a coach, making myself a better coach. Yeah, I can see. Let me find a good book. I can work my way through this book and then close it and put it down. Can I see the knowledge that went inside that made me a better human? Can I physically see me reading, what's this, by Dr. Dale Archer, about better than normal, and how sometimes we are still totally normal, but we're diagnosed with something that maybe makes us feel like we're weird. But are you really weird? But inside, I've grown as a coach, as a professional, as a human. I'm better now, but can I see that? Can I feel that? No. But which one has the heavier weight? I got 5 minutes. Which one has the heavier weight? Which one packs a bigger punch? The fact that I wash dishes that are going to grow back tomorrow, or that I grew myself in a way that benefits me as a person, me as a coaching professional, me as a mother, understanding how my children or my husband work, me as a pastor's wife, or all these things as I'm learning and as I'm growing. It's these intangibles that change the game. You cannot feel rest. You can feel rest, but you can't feel rest. You can't pick it up and say, oh, I'm holding rest in my hands. You can't hold focus in your hands. My client Tracy says personal development. It's just inside of you. It's inside, it's in here that you're growing. So a lot of times what we do though is we put the things that we can touch and we obsess over it. And I ain't got time to go all up in this. Maybe we'll come back on live again later. If y'all want to send me your questions over, I'll do a Q&A tonight because my husband got a meeting. All right. I'll do a Q&A this evening, 7:30, 8 o'clock. Turn on your notifications because y'all know I'll never know when I'm going live. All right. So we will settle and obsess over the tangible things, the things we can see. And I'm saying that because I've done it. I have obsessed over there should be nothing on the floor. And I had toddler twins and a 3-year-old, and I did not want anything on the floor. And the reason that surfaced inside of me was because I was grieving. And my dad had passed a couple years prior, and I would obsess over cleanliness, over things being my way. So we will harbor over, y'all know I'm talking, we will harbor over the things that we can see. And sometimes I got to wake up in the morning and say, what am I getting paid for? I would, even this week, cleaning up and doing things around my house. And I'm like, wait a second, you got to present for coaches in the WNBA in 2 hours. Go sit down. Go work on your intangibles. So when they had questions for me, I was like, they were like, what does our communication need to look like? I said, it depends on who you're communicating with. You communicating with these kids? Are you communicating with this? What are we working on? Who are we communicating with will determine the kind of communication we should be using. But in order for me to tap into this mamathon genius or this coaching overflow, one of my ladies says, I feel seen. You get seen every Friday. Right? So this is more than, it's about goals. Like, it's okay for us to have family goals. It's okay for us to have cleanliness goals. Like, I'm not saying just let everything go, but I'm saying, do we as an individual have to micromanage all the stuff? All of it? Every bit? I got to hover over all of this. And so what we need to do instead is just take inventory. Is this something, am I harboring over or obsessing over something that is tangible? You know what I mean? Like, I can see that the kitchen is clean, so it makes me feel good. I've done progress today, blah, blah, blah. Or do I need to switch over and do something that infuses me with growth, personal and professional development, working on my business ideas, working on my clarity, knowing what I'm doing, when I want it to happen, and all of this stuff in between? All of these intangible things are most likely more impactful, more potent more potent than anything tangible. So why don't we try to delegate some of the tangible things? Okay, why don't we try to delegate some of the intangible things so that, excuse me, some of the tangible things so that we can work on the intangible? Yeah. Okay, so I have to hop on a coffee chat. I will be back tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, 7 p.m. So if you have questions or things that you guys want me to discuss, DM them over to me so that we can hit those this evening during our nighttime chat. Okay, but know that I am here to help and support you. If you want to do a call, we set up a time to chat, just to hear about you, your family, your needs, and if you'd like to work with me as a coach, because we'll get all in your business then in the most remarkable ways, and we help you organize your life. Okay, so that's it for today. Feel free to reach out with questions, or if you want to set up a call soon, we can do that as well. All right, we'll see you guys tonight at 7.